We're going to put the best stars of the 2000s into a tier list. Start off simple. Kobe Bryant.
S.
S tier.
Okay, real easy. And obviously Shaq, also S tier.
Yes. Well,
Keep in mind though, we need to gauge the whole decade. So what
That's
they
what
did
I'm
from
saying.
2000 to 2010.
it's really like 4 years. It's 4 years
Yeah.
of peak Shaq.
S.
But 2006 got another chip though, so you can give him 6 quality years to some degree.
S. It's S. We talking too much.
Yeah, his peak was ridiculous. It has to be S tier. But keep in mind, it's only what they did in that specific decade, and you got to count the whole year, the whole decade. Allen Iverson,
Should it be A or B?
he has the MVP and a Finals run in the decade, which is a lot of these guys don't have
A
that.
lot. But
But
there's
the
also,
second half of the decade was quite the fall off.
It might be B. Really, it's
he got
actually
an MVP though. Don't you dare say C for Allen Iverson.
No, it's not C.
Don't you
It's either
dare.
A or B. It's A if we're being generous, and B if we're being a strict critic.
Yeah, I think it's B. Because there's like 5 years where it's just like, who's this guy AI? Like, what's happening with him? No one.
And there's a lot of MVPs on this list.
Yeah, I think it should be B.
MVP of the league in B?
Yes, that's 1 year. You're
But
telling
it was
me
only
about.
one MVP quality year too. It wasn't like a 5-year run of MVP quality years.
It's a terrible precedent to set, but okay, we'll put him in B.
We can go back to him. Kevin Garnett. See, he's better than Allen Iverson.
I think he's easily A.
And he got a chip in the decade. That's a perfect A tier to
Yeah.
me.
I'll go A. Tier. It's not
Yeah.
bad.
And that's why you put Allen Iverson at B. See, we got to make some tough decisions.
I hate buckets, man. it just bothers me. You just devalue buckets. It's just crazy.
Okay. Chris Paul.
B tier? C tier?
Not C.
Probably C.
Really?
He doesn't really have a big
Oh,
accomplishment
well,
in the decade.
it is the 2000s.
What does he have?
No, you're right.
He doesn't have shit. It's only the 2000s too.
A
His best
beard
years came in the
grown.
2010s.
He doesn't have the longevity wasn't even there yet. So yeah, you can put it in C.
Yes, if it's strictly 2000s, he had some feisty good years when he was young, but nothing really happened. But he was amazing, so we can't go D tier. Tracy McGrady.
D.
Stop it.
I feel like he might have to be in the same place as Chris Paul.
That's what I'm thinking. Because he does have, he has scoring titles, which is more than what Chris Paul has in his span.
Well, Chris Paul has assist titles, if that matters to you.
Again,
We
I
know
just
his-
hate buckets. It's crazy.
Fine, we can put him in C. We can put him in C. We can put him in C.
I mean, again, never got out of the first round. Irrelevant for the second half of the decade. Can't be higher than C, right?
C.
No, but let's put him in C.
We got to value peak very highly in this because they're all great players. So if you have like
His
well,
peak
then again,
was
T-Mac's
crazy
peak isn't
high.
that crazy. T-Mac's peak isn't that crazy for this list though. I don't know. We'll revisit him.
Oh my god. Just give me headaches, man. Just it's like, yeah, scoring 30s, whatever. I averaged 33 in a dead ball era with the whole team scores 66. I scored 30. It's whatever. It's fine.
Dude, look who's on his list. I'm just saying, it's a fucking stacked
fine.
list. There's like 7 MVPs on here. Jason Kidd. His title was in the 2010s, so that doesn't count.
There are
But he was great for the whole decade.
some finals appearances.
Should we
though.
put him in B?
Yeah, I'll go B.
Yeah, B. I feel like you have to win a title or maybe multiple MVPs to get A tier, I think. So B's fine. What do you want to do with Yao Ming?
Yao Ming, he has to be D.
Really? Why?
His career started and ended in the same decade. There's no longevity at all. The peak wasn't insane and say high. It was riddled by injuries. The talent is super high, but I feel like he has to be D tier.
Yeah, it's not his fault, but compared to everybody else in this list, he's got to be D tier. Vince Carter
He might be D.
also might be D tier.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was great the whole decade. A flame out like crazy with one team. Good run with another team, but nothing really of substance happened. No titles, no MVPs. I don't even know how many first team All NBAs he had, if he had any.
Yeah, we'll go D tier with Vince.
I don't think he sniffed
But
MVP
shout out
ever,
to
too.
shout out
Just
to
like
you in
Yao.
Toronto. They love you out there.
Yeah.
You'll always
Shout
have
out
that.
Vince, but I don't know. Should Vince be neck and neck with T-Mac?
No, he should not.
Carmelo Anthony.
Again,
I want y'all to answer first.
I don't know. You answer first, because look at the precedent we have. Where do we put him? Because B tier has an MVP, one of the best point guards of all time. C tier is unaccomplished. Where do you think he falls?
F sounds right to me. We can move on.
I feel like he's C tier. He's very talented, but unaccomplished in the decade.
You said C?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm good with that.
C?
I'm good with
Oh,
C tier.
you were scared of D?
Yeah, I thought you guys were gonna say D, but no. Melo.
What do you think? Should we go to D just to piss him off?
Stop.
He
that.
should go to D, really. He never
What
had
you mean, really?
in the 2010s, he didn't have an MVP type season.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about the 2010s or are we
This is
talking about
2000s.
the 2000s?
2000s, he didn't have an MVP type season. Same shit applies. My bad. 2010s, he did, but 2000s, he did not.
Just Donovan, tell us why should he be C tier instead of D? Tell us why. Argue for your guy.
If we're first of all, he has more playoff success than the other two guys in C tier. As a scorer, which is T Mac's main thing, he's at the same level that T Mac is. You have longevity there, and he actually has more longevity in being at the top in that decade than Tracy McGrady. He should be right there with him.
Okay, no, he has
I
a very
agree.
similar. He's very similar to Chris Paul. They both came in drafted around the same time and just have a few All NBA seasons, but nothing much else. That's fair.
I can't troll enough. I'm sorry. Please accept my apology.
I just want to see you argue for him. You were
He
hesitant.
also won a national championship and a gold medal in the same.
All right,
decade,
now
so.
we counting that too?
Good
I'm
for
just
fucking
saying.
him.
I'm just saying. We're talking about what he did in the 2000s. He did do that.
Where to go with Dirk?
Ooh, he might be. He won a championship.
He's probably B tier. He has
That
he has an
championship is
MVP.
scary, you know.
The championship doesn't come until the next decade.
Yeah.
So really, in the 2000s, they were
See?
talking crazy about Dirk.
They were calling him a fraud. They were calling him soft European shit. They were being mean as hell to him.
It
in the
was
media.
it was a decade of Gilbert Arenas talk. So
Xenophobia was running through the New York Post.
it was kind of tough. But again, he does have an MVP. So that does mean something.
Yeah,
So
I think MVPs can't be below B.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh.
He's D.
Is he D or is he F?
Nah, he's D.
Are we just not going to put anybody in F? We're just going to be nice?
What's F about him?
I don't know. He's just the worst one on the list, I think.
Exactly.
No fault to him. He's great. I love Chris Bosh, but I mean, somebody has to be at the bottom.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't think he's worse than Vince Carter. Well,
I don't think he is.
okay, let's go D.
Yeah, I think he's D. He's thoroughly D.
Ben Wallace. Where to go with the defensive
He
demon?
might be F.
See, no, we can't do that. We cannot put defensive demon Ben Wallace. who
Three-time
had
DPOY. He cannot be below the guys in D.
4-time DPOY.
My bad. 4-time DPOY.
And a
He
champion.
cannot be below the
Oh,
guys
he
in
was a
D.
And
champion.
a champion?
I literally forget he won a championship.
Multiple
I
finals
can go
appearances.
Okay.
Now, so he's not S, not A. That's a lot of accolades. Does that deserve B or is it C because the individual production isn't there?
No, we have to go minimum B. A championship
Okay,
and
yeah.
4 DPOYs
Yeah.
is minimum B.
Yeah, you're right. That
Yeah.
is
DPOY is
insanely
like-
stacked.
Yeah. The only thing he doesn't have is scoring, which like who cares? He's the best defender of the fucking list.
All right, put him in A.
No.
Relax. Steve Nash.
Easy B conversation. He won what? 2 MVPs?
Yeah, him and Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, just but 2 MVPs.
I think he's the thorough B.
Who else on this list has back-to-back MVPs? That's not A tier.
I fight for justice everywhere. And it is an injustice that he won back-to-back MVPs. I'm not giving him A tier. I'm not
Oh my
not
God.
clearly putting him above Allen Iverson. In a tier above Allen Iverson and Jason Kidd? No.
Yeah.
I'd take Jason Kidd over Steve Nash anyways.
Oh my god, B tier it is. I forgot we got the Steve Nash hater in here.
The truther? That's what I am.
Speaking of the truth, Paul Pierce.
Listen, we could put Paul Pierce in F just for jokes. But like,
We need someone.
I like Paul Pierce enough.
no,
I'm sure
but
he's a cool dude.
He has a title. He has a Finals MVP. That one specific year of 08 where he's like at his peak, that's pretty good.
I guess I'm C probably, right?
Put him in B.
B.
No, he doesn't.
We're not putting him in the same category as Dirk and Steve Nash and Jason Kidd.
You have him in C?
Yes, it's Paul Pierce.
It might be C or D.
Oh my god.
It's not D. He's crazy. You think it's disrespectful to have Paul Pierce next to Carmelo Anthony? I don't know. I mean, he does have jewelry.
I
That
just
matters.
think he has a title. So it's
Okay,
like,
okay.
He should get up there.
But does that sit right with you to put him in the same tier with these legends?
Never
Why you
said
hang
that.
with a legend? He has a title and a Finals MVP. Like,
I don't fucking care. He's going C tier.
Hold on.
I got the mouse.
oh, we don't respect anything in this world. Nothing is sacred.
We got to revisit
I
Paul
was gonna have
Pierce
an
at the
aneurysm.
end of this. We got to revisit Paul Pierce.
We'll revisit him. No, Mo, you decide. You want to go B or C?
Also, why is Paul Pierce's his picture is bigger than everybody else's? His head looks huge.
See, for that, I want to put him in goddamn F. But we can keep him in C.
For having a big
Yeah.
noggin? You live in F tier?
Yeah. We can keep him in C.
Ray Allen.
Ray. Man.
You gotta put Ray Ray in. And that came out 98. You gotta put Ray Ray.
He has
in
the ring
C.
too, but no Finals MVP. I think he's worse than Paul Pierce for the decade. I don't think he contributed to winning as much. Yeah, I mean, he was one option for some years, obviously, but it wasn't like super fruitful.
I think he might be D.
I think I'd rather have Paul
I
Pierce.
think he might be D.
And like, how much do we weigh a third option ring?
Yeah, it was important.
Does a ring mean you have to be C even for third option?
Nah, that's not the case.
I'm gonna disrespect Ray. It's okay. I'm outmatched. Put Ray in D.
It's not disrespect. These are the best players of their decade. They're all amazing. LeBron James. We're finally getting to him.
Put Bron in S. I don't even. There's
Yeah,
no
obviously.
conversation.
Yeah, duh.
Put Timmy in S while you're at it. There's also no conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
No conversation. Tim, yeah, S tier. Dwight Howard, a final trip, DPOYs, a lot of all-star seasons, a lot of carrying as a first option.
You can put him in A.
He's very similar to Kevin Garnett with everything I just said.
I wouldn't put him in A.
KG has
He
the
doesn't
ring
have a
and he
ring.
doesn't.
Yeah, he can't be in A. He's firmly B though. He's a strong B.
I don't know. I mean, he has the DPOYs in the same way as Ben Wallace, but he's obviously way better offensively. 8 times. Dude, he made 8 All-NBAs, which
The whole
in this
decade.
decade.
Like that's like
4 first-team All-NBAs in this decade.
the NBA 75 disrespected Dwight. I don't want us to be on the wrong side of history too. We should put him in A.
Okay,
But then again, Dirk and them are there. He doesn't have a...
higher than Dirk
What
though.
about
If we put
Sorry, Dirk.
no, Dirk has to be A if that's the case too.
No, you're right. Because Dwight didn't win MVP. If Dwight won MVP, then it'd be A.
He was close to winning MVP, just right
Yeah.
outside the 2000s.
No MVPs, no rings. Hard to get into A unless you're like super productive offensively and defensively.
You know who's the perfect A? Dwayne Wade. Dwayne
Wade's automatic A tier, isn't he?
Wade. Yep, he's A.
Low key, I mean, does he have an argument for S with that 2006 chip? That might be the best carry job chip in the decade.
The other guys have at least have an MVP. He doesn't have.
You're
one.
right. You're right.
Yeah, and then after that,
Okay,
too,
but for the carry job chip, he has to go A tier. at
yeah.
least.
Now, if he did a carry job and then was like carrying his team consistently throughout the rest of the decade, then I'd be like, yeah. But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had his like terrible failures, so he has to be A.
Yeah, that chip is like what the 2011 ring is to Dirk in the 2010s.
Exactly. I feel like we have to have someone in F, bro. We have to utilize F.
Do we?
I think we do.
We don't have to. We
Who's
don't
the
have
worst
to.
player here?
I'm not telling you because then you're gonna move him to F.
You know who it is. Just do it.
No, I'm just not doing that.
How about no?
Sassy.
And that concludes our tier list.
Principled. What do you mean?
Bastards.
I stand on my values.
There you go. That's our tier list.